So I'm going to go over some other important definitions that we should bear in mind for our question, and these relate to decision making and autonomy. So bodily autonomy, psychological autonomy, and decision making. So autonomy is essentially independence. In developmental psychology, as well as in moral, political, and bioethical philosophy, autonomy is the capacity to make an informed, uncoerced decision. By uncoerced, they mean it's uninfluenced by another actor or individual. So a friend, a peer, a parent, etc. Decision making, and this is from Dartmouth University, is the process of making choices by identifying a decision, gathering information, and assessing alternative resolutions. And we'll go more in depth into decision making in a further video. So what are some other important definitions I wanted to highlight before we end our session with some examples of decision making in adolescence is the age of majority. Specifically, this relates to the difference between children, teenagers, and adults. So the age of majority is the threshold of adulthood as it is stated in law. So this can very much vary from country to country. We'll come back to this in a later video in terms of which different countries sort of let adolescents or 14-year-olds even take decisions at an earlier age or maybe at a later age. But as you can see here, the age of majority in most OECD countries is 18 years. And this has implications for things. Sorry, there's a wasp in my room. It's really loud. This has implications for things like marriage, rules around driving, and drinking. And if you think about our question, which is about decision making around bodies, this is obvious. These sort of examples are the things we should be thinking about. But what other examples might there be? Well, here are some clues. We won't go too much into detail today, but I've put up some here. So, getting a tattoo. What age should teenagers be trusted to be able to make decisions whether they want to get a tattoo? Drinking alcohol. What age should the legal drinking age be set at? Having relationships with, having romantic relationships that go beyond friendship, that might, relate to marriage or sexual activity. What age should that be appropriate? And then some further examples that relate a bit more to bodies and healthcare. So what age should contraception or, the contraceptive pill be available for teenagers in terms of, legal rights to it? Other medical examples can include drugs, both over-the-counter prescription drugs and also illegal substances. And that is represented obviously in this middle picture here. And the third one is medical health interventions in general.